Education Minister Myron Walwyn has again raised concerns about the manner in which the online media sources are operating in the territory. Speaking at the 7th sitting of the House of Assembly on April 4th, the Education Minister stopped short of naming any particular news site, but he questioned the journalistic ethics of the materials posted on such site and also the content of the comments that often trail those articles.
Because if you could have a story, Madam Speaker, of such a magnitude on one site about a report, but then on another site, you can go and write what is nothing more than melee and expect that to deter people's mind from something so important from their country. It means that you don't think very much about the people. And you wonder, Madam Speaker, at times when you read some of them, whether or not they're really into the news, whether they're really into disseminating information to the public, or there is some ulterior motive behind the establishment of the sites. Because you can't, Madam Speaker, understand really where they're coming from. And you get concerned, Madam Speaker, about it. I'm concerned about it because particularly when you write things designed deliberately to create confusion and to make people emotional, and they correspond, or the corresponding reaction from the persons when they read it is to go and block things, Madam Speaker, that are sometimes very embarrassing. And we have to bear in mind that people overseas are watching.
The minister went on to raise concerns which indicated, among other things, that one such news site operating in the BVI is being used to propagate division in the community by suggesting that non-belongers are allowed to hold certain jobs at the expense of Virgin Islanders.
That concerns me, that we have people in the territory who do these things, and people are looking at us internationally. And I started off my comments, Madam Speaker, earlier when I started to make my presentation about what is happening to us as a country with our financial services and all the other things. But yet, while that is happening, and while there are forces out there against us, for whatever reason, we are still here busy trying to kill each other. Well, if they kill us and we kill ourselves, then what happened to us? It's a serious matter. It is a serious matter, and it goes further. It goes further, Madam Speaker, because I was reading as well, where you have the stories, them now coming to pitch belongers against persons born in the territory. There were several appointments being made in government. Some were under my ministry. And the way that they're written suggests, Madam Speaker, that you are pushing out people who are born here for people who are from another Caribbean island. This one in, that one out. This one in, that one out. And then making reference to the to the person's place of birth. Again, to pitch us against one another. But the people are belongers in the territory. And we can't continue, Madam Speaker, to do that. And the person who's behind the site, Madam Speaker, is the chairman of a campaign of the campaign committee of one of the members in the House.
The issues raised by Minister Walwyn brought 3rd District Representative Julian Fraser to his feet, naming former embattled Permanent Secretary Julian Willock the head of advanced marketing, the parent body of the news site Virgin Islands News Online, and sought to verify whether or not Minister Walwyn was trying to establish a connection between he, Fraser, and Willock.
Madam Speaker, did I hear the member get up here and say that Mr. Willock is my campaign manager? and that I'm using his website to publish information that's derogatory to non-belongers in this territory, and I side with him. Is that what the member said?
Should I respond, Madam Speaker?
Yeah, respond.
I can't recall saying that at all. I cannot recall saying what the member said.
Is my hearing crossed? Mr. Willock is not my campaign manager. He's not my committee manager. I am my own campaign manager.
Although the minister steered clear of naming the news source, Advanced Marketing issued a direct response to comments by Minister Walwyn in the form of a statement claiming that while the minister was clever not to allow any names of any media houses or in particular any online news site, it's fair to conclude he is targeting his unprofessional and baseless hostility towards Virgin Islands News Online. In July 2012, Minister Walwyn had called for the introduction of a media code of ethics while expressing concerns about responsible use of the media in the territory. Making specific reference to new media or online media sources, the minister told the House of Assembly that the reckless manner in which matters are reported with no concern for fact or truth is getting out of hand.